What if a series of small explosions accidentally merged into one of the largest non-nuclear blasts ever recorded on camera? What if an ordinary fire aboard a ship became the spark that ignited a floating bomb powerful enough to alter an entire city? What if the solution to an industrial problem turned out to be the very key that opened the gates of hell?
And what if the largest explosion in modern history, no crater?
Nevada Desert ke 1908. 18 here. Ammonium perchlorate was produced fuel for space shuttles.
Inert, seemingly harmless. A stable compound, yet it holds a colossal source of potential energy. The root of disaster always comes from the smallest details.
The desert winds, an unintentional accomplice, helped spread the deadly dance of the flames. Evacuation began. People now faced a chemical enemy of their own making. The first warning bell, an explosion equivalent to a small bomb. The chain reaction had begun the domino game of destruction. The plant was now a massive open-air reactor. Our AI analyzed the reaction, forecasting a far greater energy release. The second explosion. The force multiplied exponentially. This pressure wave was recorded as a 3.0 magnitude earthquake. Metal structures were twisted by an invisible force. From afar, it looked like a volcano had just awakened. The entire energy of the plant was about to be unleashed in a single moment. An explosion equivalent to 1 kiloton of TNT, a final statement. A sculpture of physics, born from destruction. Destruction begets destruction. The scar of the disaster visible from space.
Artificial intelligence helps us quantify, compare, and understand the true scale.
Texas City, 1947. An era of post-war optimism and unnamed dangers. The fated vessel, SS Grand Camp, was carrying a familiar cargo, ammonium nitrate.
Once again, this chemical monster was stored in unsuitable conditions.
No one knew the cause, but history recorded the aftermath. A single mistake! Steam and pressure only accelerated chemical decomposition. The ship became a giant pressure cooker.
Human curiosity sometimes places people at the very heart of a disaster.
9:12 a.m. Texas City's history was torn in half. The explosion created a small tsunami sweeping across the ports. The energy radiated outward, destroying everything in its path. A demonstration of unimaginable physical force was unleashed.
This disaster was only the beginning.
history was about to repeat itself in a matter of hours.
Its fate was sealed. The second explosion finished off what little remained. AI reconstructions now allow us to clearly see the scale of the transformation. Silent evidence of unbearable heat and pressure.
The lesson was written in fire, but is often forgotten.
A seemingly ordinary explosion bearing the shape of a nuclear nightmare. The scar left by Texas City became a defining chapter in industrial safety law.
The Tech City disaster gave birth to the first class action lawsuit against the United States government, forever changing the laws of state responsibility.
It also stands as a silent tribute to the first responders who faced an enemy they had never been trained to fight.
The core lesson was written in fire. Ammonium nitrate is not the enemy, but ignorance of it is.
Its legacy today lives on through protocols, warning signs.
But even before Texas, a similar tragedy of even greater scale had occurred. A warning the world seemingly did not hear.
Germany, 1921. Industry was trying to rise again from the ashes of World War I. Thousands of tons of fertilizer had been compressed by their own was solid as stone. Their solution: use small, controlled explosions to break down the chemical mass. Repetition breeds confidence, and confidence can sometimes obscure hidden risks. But our AI detected a subtle shift in the formula deadly variable. The final moment of peace. Instead of breaking apart, it merged, a runaway decomposition reaction. The silo became a massive bomb. .732, a non-artificial thunderclap brought down an entire town. A toxic cloud, the deadly byproduct of the disaster. A pressure wave swept through, leaving only ruin behind. Its force was felt over an astonishing range. Where a tower once stood, now lay a gaping hole to the underworld. The blast's force turned massive objects into deadly projectiles.
This was one of the worst industrial accidents in German history.
The line between safety and catastrophe can be just a few molecules wide. Silent fragments told the story of an unimaginable pressure. Even the sky bore the scars of the disaster. An artificial winter, a reminder of life's fragility in the face of chemical power. In the early 20th century, humanity was unaware of threats from the cosmos.
The Siberian taiga forest. Vast, pristine, its destination.
To the few witnesses, it was an omen of the end. It didn't collide. It exploded, an air burst of immeasurable force.
Next came the shockwave, an an invisible storm that flattened everything in its path.
2,150 square kilometers of forest leveled in Sekanza massive fan-shaped scar. The planet trembled.
The breath of the explosion had enveloped the entire world.
From the Nile.
The greatest mystery, there was no crater. The cosmic visitor had completely vanished.
Technology helps us decode one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century.
A cosmic signature etched into the Earth. From deserts to ports, from factories to the Skyforce stories. For warnings. They show us that destruction wears many faces: complacency, ignorance, and cosmic randomness. Had the cosmic visitor struck elsewhere, human history could have taken a completely different turn. AI technology allows us to safely run these what-if scenarios.
Vigilant, scanning.
Peaceful. Observed.
We've learned to respect the power we create. Artificial intelligence isn't the answer. It's the tool that helps us ask better questions. Understanding destruction is the first step to protecting this fragile world.
But what happens when man deliberately unleashes atomic power into the heart of the ocean?
Join us as we continue our journey to decode the forces that shape our world.
If you found value in this video,
To not miss future expeditions.
Explore more of our destructive chronicles.